Good evening, you blessed sightseeing buggers. We're touching on two subjects tonight on this episode, and both of them are affecting me personally and are causing me depression. I can't put it any basically than that. They're making me sad, and with good reason. Now, we can't talk about the virus anymore, as I'll call it. We can't name it anymore because apparently I'll get banned. And we can't talk about the juice, as we'll call that, because we call it anything else, we'll get banned as well. I got put into a couple of situations in the last week that have directly affected my lifestyle and my well-being, as well as my mental health. Firstly, I had to go pay the rent. Now, sent my housemate up to pay the rent for us. She comes back and says, they won't let me in the office. I'm like, why? Because I don't have a QR code. Now, my housemate is dyslexic and autistic. Uses a basic mobile phone to make calls and receive calls. Doesn't have Facebook or anything like that, so doesn't know how to use the internet. And will probably never learn how to do so. So, basically explains I don't have a QR code on my phone because they were hassling about that. And she was informed that, well, you can't pay your rent until you get a QR code and you check in. So, I've checked it out. Turns out that's not the case. We were being lied to. And there is a manual check-in system, but it's not finalised, which leaves people like us vulnerable. The next day, I had to go and purchase some things. They're not essential items, but they're essential to what I do with Blind Garage, Blind Aussie Patriot. So me and my friend head to the shop. We get there, A is vaccinated. Yeah, I am. My friend wasn't. So I had to go into this establishment. I'm not going to name either of these places, but I had to go into this establishment totally unassisted, in a foreign environment, with pretty basic assistance from staff, I'll put it mildly. Now, this shop had slippery surfaces, slippery floors. If them floors had been wet and I fell down and injured myself, the anguish of my friend outside would not have been fair at all. Not only would have I sued for my fall, I would have insisted my friends sue on the anguish that they had to encounter because they couldn't come in to help me in the first place, and then probably wouldn't be allowed in to offer me assistance afterwards. Can we see the complications with this now? People who are dyslexic, autistic, disabled, with blindness or something like that, elderly, we're all in limbo. Not just with the QR code, but with the fact that people that assist us and help care for us, if they're not juiced, they can't help us. This is wrong. This is where our society is failing. So, very shattered about that one. The second one I'm going to go on about is the fact that we're bringing 200,000 migrant workers into the country as of November 1st. Yet, I can't even cross into Queensland to see my son. Now, we can't guarantee these people are safe. We have 330,000 active unemployed seeking work at the moment. Yet, we're bringing in migrant workers. Wouldn't that money be better off looking after our own first and foremost, like the rest of the world is? The fact these people are going to be allowed to cross international borders, excuse me, I've got an itchy nose. The fact these people are going to be able to cross international borders when we can't cross state borders, it's disgusting. I'm suffering mentally from these border closures. It's causing me depression, anxiety, and I'm not coping. And the family that I need to assist me to cope with this are in Queensland. They can't get to me, I can't get to them. If they can come down, they can come down to me, but they can't get home. How is this fair? How is this right? That we have 330,000 people looking for a job, we're going to bring 200,000 people in and let them cross a border when we can't cross a border inside our own country. I'm depressed and I'm disgusted. I'm Blind Aussie Patriot. Much love, everyone.
Stop recording button.